I might do down here a short piece because I'm going to have some funky angles to fit to. This side is actually longer than that side, and I need about 1 inch to go down into there and then into here and then go around that beam. I've also got a little piece that I need to fill in right. I ain't raising that camera high enough. I'm bad about doing that. I'll be talking about something and not looking at the camera. But I also need to raise up a little piece right on the end right in there. So I got some tricky work to do. Right now what I'm doing is getting these straight, these edges straight with the sides, and what I can do is drive a screw into the side of this and take a hammer and flex on it and pull the board over and pull the side board. I can hammer it in and I can pull it out. That allows me to get that straight, and that's what I'm going to try to do right now. I'm going to drive a screw in the side of this one, try to pull it out and get a staple in it, and then we'll work on the other side. Y'all can watch. By the way, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. By the way, my little air compressor is working real nice. So up here, where I had that big ugly hole, I used a piece of that 3/8 plywood scrap that I cut off down there around the chimney to fill that with. I can slather some putty over the top of all that and it'll look just fine. Same thing over here, I got another big hole I'm going to need to fill. I'll do pretty much the same thing with it. My next piece is going to be to cut the piece that goes here, and by the way, this doesn't look bad. Those edges match up pretty good. My little process of pushing and pulling them worked out pretty well there. So before I put a piece up here, I need to cut me a little thing to go right there, and then I'm going to need to measure. When I measure this last piece here, I'm going to need to do some calculating to get figured out how I want to do that end down there. So I'll go out and first thing I gotta do is strip a piece 17 1/4, and then I got to figure out the length, and then I got to figure out that end, and I want a piece to go all the way to the wall on this side of that beam, come straight across onto the bottom, go all the way to the wall on that side of that beam. And I guess that leads me to my other little challenge, is going to be, where's my tape measure? It's going to be filling that little end hole right down there. So how did I manage to get my tape measure set someplace where I don't know where it is anymore? I have to find that. By the way, the little air compressor is working great. I am happy with that. It said made in the USA on the box. Porter Cable's always been a good name. You know, I'm reached a point where I don't expect anything that you buy at the big box store to be any good, but I don't know, it might pleasantly surprise me to be okay. We'll see. Working good so far.